I'm here with our special guest all the way from Taiwan, Thomas from Island Nation. Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing fine. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. So tell us, what is Island Nation?
So we are a localization company. We help indie games to localize their game into other languages, and we're trying to introduce really cool Taiwanese indie games to Western markets, and we're also trying to introduce Western indie games into Taiwanese market as well as other markets in Asia, such as Japan, China, and Korea.
For sure. So how has the PAX weekend been for you?
So PAX has been awesome. This is our second year. The first year, it's like we saw a lot of cool games, and we thought the indie scene here is really amazing. Players are very, very supportive of their local developers. That's why we want to do it again this year.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I know that you're showcasing 2 games today. Can you please tell us a little bit about each one?
Right. So we have 2 games today. The first one is called Alice, right? And this game is a puzzle solving escape room kind of game. It's very slow, it's very chilled, with a heavy emphasis on exploration.
Okay.
Right? So the story is that you are stuck in a theme park. You want to escape from this theme park. There are different resources you can collect, such as keys, coins, different tools. There are multiple ways to escape, so we don't dictate how you use your resources. So players can choose whichever doors to open themselves. They can wander around and kind of free roam and finally figure out how to escape the theme park. Right.
So I hear that there was just one developer for this entire game?
Yes, that's correct. So this game was done by a solo developer. He was a graphic designer, then he wanted to do a game. His very first game is called Myst, which is a puzzle game as well.
Okay.
And so, but he wanted to do something that's a little bit more exploration focused. That's why it's not as puzzle heavy. He did all the level design, graphics, all the coding all by himself. So any support would be great from Australian players. Yeah.
So is this game available to purchase in Australia yet?
Yes. So this game is already available for App Store on iOS.
Okay.
You can get it on your iPhone or on your iPad. So we have future plans for Android devices as well as Steam, but that's for the future. And if you look for Alice on Facebook, you can join our Facebook and you will get our updates on when it comes to Android and Steam.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so moving on to the second game, Happy Town. What can you tell us about that?
So Happy Town is a game that's very focused on Taiwanese culture. And so in Happy Town, you have your own village. You want the end goal of this game is to take your little village and then you want to build it up into a flourishing mid-sized town, right? Yeah. So in the game, you can buy different stores. You can level them up, and the appearance of your village will change according to their level. You can invite different characters to come and live in your village. They will wander around populating your village, and sometimes they give you gifts and things like that. You can also redecorate your entire town to your liking. Also, to tie in with the Taiwanese culture, we have little temple in there with a mini fortune telling kind of game. So yeah, so if you're into like fortune telling, beginning of the day, you want to, I wonder what my fortune is today. You can play that little mini game for fun. Yeah.
So is this game just for fun, or could you actually learn something about Taiwanese culture from playing it?
So yes, that's a very good question. There's a lot of Taiwanese culture in there. So if you want to know more about like Chinese culture, Taiwanese culture, like you will see like night market. We have night markets in there. We have temple parades in there. Yeah, things like that. So you're definitely gonna learn something about Taiwanese culture.
Right. And is Happy Town available for purchase?
So Happy Town is available for both iOS and Android.
Okay.
It's free to download, free to play. So I would recommend anybody go on their App Store or their Google Play and just type in Happy Town and look to download it to play it.
For sure.
Yeah, and give it a try.
And so you mentioned that you are localizing these games. What other languages are they supported in?
So Happy Town right now it's provided only in traditional Chinese, simplified Chinese, and English.
Okay.
But eventually we have plans to localize into 10 other languages. But that's sometime in the future. Yeah, and Alice Alice is already localized into Chinese, English, Japanese, and Korean. So like by the end of this year or early next year, we have plans to continue to expand into 10 other languages. Right. So German, French, Spanish, Portuguese, those are all on the table for now. Yeah.
Well, I wish you good luck with that.
Thank you.
So speaking about Australian games and localizing them into Taiwan,
right.
What services can you offer to Australian developers?
So for Australian developers, we are very indie friendly. So we try to help indie games as much as possible. So for instance, if your games have almost no words, you have like less than 100, if you have less than 1,500 words, then my company were willing to do it for free into Chinese for you. So just so like you guys can like, Australian games can expand their horizon and enter into a possible new market. Yeah, so that's something we do. And we also help Australian games, Western games, showcase their games in Taiwan, in Taipei Game Show, which is a great venue to showcase your game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Taipei Game Show, they have 2 sessions. They have B2B and then B2C for general public. It draws in about 250,000 players every year. It's a great place to be. So we help Australian or other Western video game makers to do that. Yeah.
So if people wanted to get in touch with Island Nation, how can they do that?
So they can look for us on Facebook. Our website is a little bit harder to find. So Facebook is probably the easiest way to find us. Just type in Island Nation, ISLAND, all in one word.
Right.
Yeah, and then you should be able to find Island Nation translation on there.
Okay.
Right.
So Thomas from Island Nation, thank you very much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your stay in Melbourne.
Thank you so much. Yes, we love the city, and we're looking forward to have a tour tomorrow. Yeah.
Everyone is.
Yes. Thank you. See you later.